that I must have met you in a past life. Got my heart on the floor, go slow. Keep me falling for you all night. Tell me now, you're the one I've been dreaming about for my whole life. Had you on my mind, oh. Hear the sound of your voice in the crowd, calling my name, yeah, you captivate, oh. You captivate me, baby. Cover me in a dream of love. You're pulling on my sanity, it does seems. I need you next to me, can't get enough. I don't wanna miss your energy, so tell me now, you're the one I've been dreaming about for my whole life. Had you on my mind, oh. Hear the sound of your voice in the crowd, calling my name, yeah, you captivate, oh. You captivate me, you captivate me, baby, baby. Ooh, it's almost too much to take, baby.
Okay, there we go. Can you all hear me? I hope you all can hear me now. Okay. Audio. So if you all can hear me, let's see some fire emojis in the chat. In the chat. Awesome. Okay, great. You guys can hear me. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Y'all, I forgot to add myself to the stage. Amazing. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the first Workshop Wednesday of 2026. We're super excited. I'm super excited. I see the fire coming through, so we love, love, love that. Today, we are going to dive into how you can architect your future leveraging AI, especially with Google tools that you all probably already know. So again, for those of you who may not know, I am Chanel, founder and CEO of Mentor Me Collective. For those of you who already know, welcome back. I'm so excited to see you all. Drop in the chat if you are a Grow with Google scholar or if you are an alumni. Hashtag scholar if you are currently in our program. Hashtag alumni if you were a graduate of the past. And if you're just chilling because you're a part of the, how do you say, the member family, just a part of our community, you can totally put hashtag member. Love that as well. Okay, I see some scholars popping up. We love to see it. I love that. Hello, everyone. Super, super, super excited. So today is going to be a really great session. I'm super excited to jump in. I will say we probably will take the entire 60 minutes. I'm hoping to make it just 60 minutes. If we go a little over, I understand if you guys have to hop off. But again, this is evergreen, so you can always come back to the YouTube channel and check it out and see the rest of it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The scholars are strong in the chat, and we love to see it. All right, so I built this deck in case folks did not know about me. So first off, just want to say hello. I hope everyone is having a really, really great day, an amazing Wednesday. We are halfway to the end of this incredible week. I hope you've been having a really great week as well. Hello, everyone. So excited. Okay, now, a little bit about me. Again, for those who may not know, or maybe as a refresher, I am a machine learning engineer, also a part of developer relations. Super excited about that. And if you want to learn more about that, feel free to ping me either on Slack or send me an email. Happy to have more conversation around that. Outside of that, I am a startup advisor. I'm also a startup mentor as well. So super excited to just kind of see the next generation of entrepreneurs launch, especially leveraging AI. It's been a pleasure and it's been a blessing to be able to support. Outside of that, I am, as you all know, founder and CEO of Mentally Collective. Yeah, obviously that's also been a blessing just to be able to be a part of you all. Hashtag track leads, love that. Um, and outside of that, I am a New York City native. So if you didn't know, now you know. I am based in New York City, also was born and raised in New York as well. So hashtag NYC if you are also in the area or were born and raised as well. And then lastly, I have a pet named Glory. So I am a fur baby. I have a fur baby. I'm a pet parent. So if you have cats, dogs, any kind of pets, we welcome them here as well. And you probably will see pictures of her occasionally in the MMC Pets channel or Pets of MMC channel. Awesome. So let's dive in. So I have created a handbook for you all to leverage and use. If you scan or leverage this QR code to scan, you'll notice that it will take you to my personal link tree. At the top, it's going to say Workshop Wednesdays, Architecting Your Future. And I guess I could put this on Mentoring Collective's link tree. I didn't think of that far, but I'll do that as well. So please feel free to check that out because it's going to take you directly to the handbook for today. So if you are on your computer and you can't scan, feel free to, or sorry, if you're on your phone and you can't scan, I just dropped the link in the chat. You can feel free to click it, and you'll notice at the top of my link tree, it will say Workshop Wednesdays, Architecting Your Future. So all you have to do, I think, is I don't know, I think you have to subscribe or something like that. I think, yeah. And then from there, which is just like putting your email in, and then from there you'll have access, and it will take you directly to our document that we're going to be leveraging today. And so I'm just going to give you a quick overview also of what that looks like. I want to make sure that you all have something that you can work with over the course of time or throughout our Grow with Google program so that when you are ready to begin leveraging today's content, you have the ability to do so. So hashtag continuous learning, hashtag making it easy, making it look easy, right? So please go ahead and check that out. I am going to just show you really quickly what that will look like. If you guys can see this here, we are going to go through a couple of labs, and this is your step-by-step process going through the labs. You'll notice also we have like some extra content depending on the different tracks or applications of your background that you want to get into or learn more about. So please feel free to leverage all of this as well. I'll talk more about all of the other things, but moving along very, very strong. All right, so let me get a thumbs up if you all have access to that handbook. Thumbs up in the chat if you all are ready to dive in. Amazing. So a little bit about today's agenda. Today I'm going to show you how you can leverage Google tools to help you with identifying your blueprint. Specifically, how do you reverse engineer your way to your dream career? And we're going to do that with AI. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, okay, once we now figure out what your dream career is, from there, we're going to leverage some tools to help us with mapping our gaps. How do we do a gap analysis to uncover where we currently are versus where we need to be in order to be competitive for said role? A lot of individuals apply to roles, not because you don't have what it takes, but you may be missing a couple of things here and there. And I want to make sure that whenever you do apply, you apply with intention, knowing that you are definitely definitely going to have the ability to compete. The next thing is automating your network. How do you leverage Google tools to create a space where you can automate the way that you network, whether you're at conferences, whether you're at different events in person or out of or virtually? How can you do that? And the next thing we're going to lean into is building something real. How can you ensure that you have a project that looks incredibly great, and also making sure that that is something that your dream role or dream career, those individuals, hiring managers, recruiters will see as valuable. And we're also going to leverage some Google tools to do that as well. Oh man, it's locked. I see some issues in the chat about it being locked. Let me refresh. Hmm. Dum, 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 dum. For me, it looks like it's live. I don't know why it's not working. Can you guys make sure that you refresh your page? If you refresh your page, you should be able to have access. Okay, there we go. Yep, there it is. So you have access to it. Okay, moving along strong. Lastly, I'm going to give you some tools on how you can pitch your product. So especially like when you're going to recruiter booths, when you're going to, again, any kind of event, you never even know if you're at Starbucks and somebody, you randomly start talking and you realize that this person might be like a director or something like that. You always want to make sure that you can talk about the work that you've done in a way that's dynamic, it's not long-winded, and you have the ability to really capture your set audience. So we'll talk about that. And then lastly, how do you continue to launch your career with Google? Most of you all are already in our Google programs. You guys know that we have Google Cloud happening in July, literally right after this one. So, obviously, if you're interested in that, we'd love to have you apply. We do have more seats for that program, so we're super excited. All right, moving along strong. Now, before we jump into the core of this content, I would love to hear from you. Like, what have been some of your career concerns? Now, again, I know some of you may not be able to scan this QR code, so um, I am going to drop this link in the chat for you all to leverage. But I would really, really love to know what is keeping you up at night, what causes you to have worry or concern. And I'm going to share with you all a word cloud as responses come in. So let's go ahead and lean into that. I'm going to share this tab real quick. Yes. Cool. There we go. So as you all begin filling that out, we'll see, oh wait, you guys have to submit here to our Slido. So if you haven't done so already, just click on the Slido link. I'll drop it again in the chat. And then from there, we'll see words kind of pop up here and I'll be able to understand the common consensus. And the link is also hyperlinked, like I said, on the screen and also in the chat. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys have access to the link? Actually, I'm realizing that you guys probably are in two different screens. No active polls at the moment. What? No way, Jose. I don't know why. It's supposed to be. Oh, you know what? I forgot to click start the poll. I'm not for real. My bad. If you all can refresh. Okay, I'm starting to see you all type. Yes, awesome sauceums. So please refresh. You should be able to now have access to that. Okay, folks are out of the US. You have concerns, obviously, tough job market, uncertainty strictly. You want to apply. You're looking for remote roles. What else? What else? What else? Excited to see what else. Okay, networking is huge. Okay, competition. Okay, getting the request. Oh, tough job market. My God. Okay, a lot of people talk about I love that. Okay, so a lot of uncertainty around the job market. Feeling like you don't have enough experience. Okay, so experience, the market, and then clearly, okay, cool. All right. Initial interviewing. You want remote work. Maybe you just have some fear. Okay, cool. What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay. Okay, this is really good and really cool to know as well. And this is exactly why this session exists, so that we can kind of dispel these spaces of uncertainty and fear and give you practical tools that can ensure that you are um, super confident when you're applying. Okay, so getting replaced by AI, career transitioning, fear about, I guess, just in general, maybe getting the initial interview, like you all said, the tough job market, competition, feeling like you don't have enough experience again, and then what else? Wanting to be in a remote role or maybe like outside of the US. Okay, amazing, amazing. And then, of course, we see maybe some fears around being replaced by AI. Okay, absolutely. And thanks y'all for participating. Amazing. Glad that you guys were able to kind of get in. So what I want to say is it's important for you to really, so I know that you all mentioned that there's a lot of concern around AI being replaced by it, and of course, like you said, other competition. But I think the biggest thing is, how do we position ourselves? How can you position yourself to be the to be the best AI version of yourself today? Not waiting for tomorrow when everything is like fully ran by AI and by automation, but how can you ensure that today you're taking the steps that you need to make sure that you are above the brim, if you will, that you are above the rim. So I want you all to know that it's okay, and you should definitely continue to leverage your degree. This is still very, very valuable. But also, you need to continue to learn with intention, which is, of course, a part of the program that we have here with Mentor Me Collective. And of course, as we continue to share out different learning experiences, like with Kaggle and things like that, you all are definitely leaning in. But I think the biggest thing that we need to do is, how do we ensure that our workflow, the way that you work, the way that you deliver projects, the way that you build, has AI efficiently being used? Because if you can ensure that you are almost like a pro user at understanding how to leverage various tools across various use cases, there's nothing that you won't be able to do when the market does become even more demanding towards AI. And so this is what we're going to help you with at a high level do today. So a lot of individuals are hearing about, okay, how is AI changing the playing field? And the reality is 92% of companies definitely are planning to increase AI over the course of 3 years. But also, the other reality is 40% of those employees feel equipped to work alongside of it. So 40% over the course, or over 92% of companies that are fully adopting, still leaves a large gap for the employees that do not feel, like I said, equipped. And so we understand that with these jobs now requiring AI skills as well, that means that they're growing at a pace of, like I said here, 3.5 times faster than any other tech roles combined. And so it's important that any individual who's looking for an entry level role, even at the start of this, or in general, that you can demonstrate, again, proficiency in the use of tools. It's not even about just languages, it's about how do you leverage tools to ensure that you can work faster and smarter and not harder. And so that's, again, what we're going to lean into today. So are we ready for phase one? Let me see some fire in the chat if we are ready for phase one. Amazing. So phase one, we are going to be leaning into mapping your gaps with Gemini and NotebookLM. So stop guessing what a hiring manager or recruiter wants to know or wants to see, and let the data tell you specifically. So we are going to be leveraging, like I said, Gemini and NotebookLM. NotebookLM is powered by Gemini, but it is an incredibly powerful tool. You can leverage it to do so many things outside of just research and analysis, but you can do it, you can leverage it to help you with studying. You can leverage it to help you with designing presentations. Like, for instance, for those of you who have some upcoming group presentation, you can leverage NotebookLM. You can copy and paste all of the content from your Google course, and you can put it into the notebook, and then from there you can have it generate slides for you. So again, but let me tell you this, it still does hallucinate. So please make sure, if you are going to leverage this AI in general, NotebookLM or any kind of AI, that we always read through everything with incredible intention, so that we know that it is actually reporting the right thing, right? So Again, Gemini is powering NotebookLM to do these very, very cool things. And of course, in our handbook, I do have some hyperlinks that can give you more information around these tools as well. You can totally use NotebookLM for your classes. I mean, baby, if I had NotebookLM back in the day, baby, the way I would have been 4.0, I would have been 4.00000. Anyway, we thank God for helping me get through it in Jesus' name. But moving along strong. We're super excited. I'm gonna show you today how you're gonna be able to leverage NotebookLM and Gemini to do that. So now we're gonna dive into Lab 1. We're actually going to leverage 3 different resources built in NotebookLM and Gemini. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about Built-in. So Built-in is a really incredible platform. As you know, LinkedIn is super saturated with individuals who are applying, and sometimes there are, you know, I don't know, but sometimes it's harder to get noticed directly applying on a career site. Now, I'm not saying not to. Definitely apply everywhere that you can, but I'm just giving you another resource of where you can find other jobs as well in a way that is structured and to your particular liking. So builtin.com is a website that, like I said, has all of the things. The one thing that I love about it most is that it allows you to customize your job search experience based upon your needs. If you want a fully remote role, hybrid role, or in person, if you want to work for a startup versus not, if you want to even lean into a company across various or companies across various industries or just one specific industry, you have the ability to do so. And then you also can filter by different kinds of perks that the company offers and even your tech stack. So it just makes things super easy when it comes to like what companies are hiring for someone like me and that are looking for someone specifically like me. So if you go to builtin.com, I'm actually going to sign out so that you guys can see this. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. But where are we? Here we are. Oh, hold on, sis. Gee, there we go. Builtin.com. I was trying, did I sign out? Jesus, hold on, sign me out. There we go. So here's builtin.com. I always tell folks to go to companies. And then when you do, you'll notice that they have, okay, it just wants me, it doesn't want me to be great. And then it'll show you it has over 10,000 plus companies. But as you choose the industry you want to get into, let's say I want to get into agriculture and anything that is in artificial intelligence, as you can see, those companies went down from 10,000 plus to 5,000 plus. Let's say I want to make sure that I work at a large company and not a smaller company. So now that went down to even more, right? So now it went down to 324. And then again, you have the ability to click on what kind of office type you want. If you wanted to make sure, like for instance, I'm gonna put in, I don't know, New York. For me, it probably is gonna go down, like as you can see, even more. And so there may be companies on here that you probably have heard of but never thought about, or companies that you've never heard of, but now you know that they actually are in that space, whether it's artificial intelligence or again, like agriculture. I forget what other, yeah, I just did agriculture and artificial intelligence. But as you can see, it will pull up all that stuff here. Here are where you can go through the filters. So size, job, open jobs, perks, if you want to like make sure that you have like a fitness stipend, generous PTO. Like I think right now we're in the space of you need to apply to companies that are going to give you what you need. Don't just apply to companies just because you need a job, because you'll be working there and you'll realize like there's no benefits to you working there. They're just kind of sucking the life out of you. And then you're not going to be happy. So make sure that you are happy in the roles that you are applying to. DEI as well are here, so you can choose whichever ones you really want to make sure that the company has. And then again, like I said, down to tech stack, you have the ability to click on what is your stack. So it doesn't have to just be technical, right? As you can see, Canva is non-technical. I think we had like Asana, that's like a PM tool and things like that. So Built-in is super cool. I absolutely love it. And whenever I do career coaching and also, career coaching or any kind of mentorship, I always recommend this site for folks to use. So anyway, here we are. Let's say I am looking for I'm going to say a cybersecurity role. Do I have the ability to put that in? I'm just going to choose a random company. Actually, let me choose Coinbase. Maybe they have some cybersecurity roles. So here I am. I chose Coinbase, and I'm going to go to the job section that they have open. As you can see, they do have hyper links to, again, the different specific tags that they have. You also can see open roles here, and I see some cybersecurity ones. So I'm going to click on that. And now we see some open cybersecurity roles. I'm going to look for an intern role. Do they have any internships? No. Let me see. Okay, let's go back to companies. Actually, hold on. I want to go back to like how I wait. Oh, hold on, sis. Okay, are we here? Oh, this is Coinbase. Hold on. Let's go back to this tab. Okay, cool. So this is the location, but I want to find. It says add company profile. I think. Oh, if you're signed in, that you okay. So the signed in, like once you sign in, it's going to look a little different because it will take like the roles that you are asking and and you prefer, and they will put like the roles or the companies that have those roles open. So right now, I'm just going through to see if I can find a internship role specifically for, let's say, someone in cybersecurity. And I'm looking. Cybersecurity. Tell me you have an intern role. Okay, they don't have an intern role. It's so interesting. Lord have mercy. Be a fence, honey, a whole fence. Okay, we're gonna do something differently. Okay, I'm gonna go to jobs. So what I did was click on jobs, and now I'm gonna put in cyber security intern, because I'm gonna say something like that. And now we see some cybersecurity intern roles popping up. So if you want to look for companies, you can just click on companies. If you want to look for specific jobs, you can do that here. I am going to keep this page here, and then we're going to come back to it in just a second. So remember, we're going to come back to it in just a second. What we're going to do, we're going to leverage NotebookLM. We're going to create a new notebook. We're going to upload our resume as a source. We're going to copy and paste a dream job description. So you can either do it as in text, or you can do it as like uploading the actual website link itself. I'll show you. And then what you're going to do in NotebookLM, you're going to actually add this prompt: act as a hiring manager or recruiter at this company. When reviewing my resume, what skills, experiences, and keywords are missing in my resume that this role requires? Identify what would cause me to be an excellent fit for this role. So that is a total typo. But anyway, then you can ask later on, where I'm going to come back to how we do this, how, if we wanted this role in the next 6 to 12 months, what specifically should you build or learn? And this is not just for a technical person. This is for any kind of person, technical or non-technical. You can leverage this. And you can even have like audio, or like someone like a podcast. It will generate a podcast almost and tell you exactly, or speak to you. You can listen to it and tell you exactly where your gaps are and things like that. You can do more than audio too, but I just put that in there for the kicks and giggles. So yes, I'm excited that you guys are excited about this talk. I normally do charge for this. I normally do this as like a speaking talk, but baby, you are part of the family. So we're gonna make it public. We're gonna sprinkle some secret sauce, and hopefully we can hear more testimonies about you all getting great jobs. All right, so moving along, very, very strong. Now we're gonna come back to built-in. Oh, I lied. We're gonna go to NotebookLM actually. So let me share this tab. All right, let me add this. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So here's NotebookLM. I created a notebook, and as you can see, I just used Claude to generate like a random resume specifically for. Can I view it here? Okay, here it is. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't. It's fine. But anyway, I asked Claude to create a generic synthetic resume for someone who may, let's say, be 50% of the way there to like landing a internship role. So anyway, as you can see, it has a summary, or Jordan has a summary. Obviously, contact information is here, education is here, experience is here as well. Let's say engineering intern, undergraduate researcher, and he's been helping at the IT help desk. There are some projects that he's had, leveraging LLMs, and also like some CVE stuff. Also really cool, leveraging Claude APIs, and then lists out, skills, tools, all the things. And again, like I mentioned down here, this resume was intentionally calibrated to give me a 50% alignment. I leverage CrowdStrike, this role specifically, to create it to give me the 50% match. But today we're going to do something different and give it a completely new role and see how Jordan's resume aligns. Okay. So again, that was in sources. Now, one source that we don't have that we just talked about is that we need the job description. So I'm going to go to built in and I'm going to find the intern role that we just saw open. Are we gonna do? Yeah, let's do. Let's do info defense. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys can see this. Great. So I'm just going to come here to this role or the company. I'm looking for the cybersecurity. Jobs. Boom. There we go. And then we had like a cybersecurity intern. So this is in Dallas. And here's the actual. Why is it not taking me to where I need it to be? Take me to the king. What in the world? Okay. And for defense, I need you to give me what I need. Hold on now. Oh, okay. Never mind. I had to actually click the role and not the name of the company. See, troubleshooting in real time. So anyway, here is the link directly to the job description, so you can totally copy it and paste it into the notebook. I'm going to come back to the notebook and we're going to go where it says websites. We're going to paste the link here. We're going to press insert and it should populate here. We want to wait until it gives us a check, and it gave us a check. Okay. So remember, in our handbook, I'm going to come back to our handbook here. We talk about like leveraging the prompt that's going to give us specifically what we need to know, and that is going to be obviously our gap analysis. So act as a hiring manager for this specific role, review this resume against the job description and identify skills, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come back to notebook. I'm going to paste it down here. And as you can see, it even gives you pre-made response, or not responses, or questions that you can get responses to. So I'm just going to paste this prompt here. I'm going to press enter, or like that little, what's it called? The little arrow. And we have that. So let me know in the chat if you can see what it is doing and generating. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat if you all can see what it is doing and generating. Cool. So I'm assuming you all can see it. I don't see many thumbs up, so that's fine. But anyway, okay, I see some thumbs up. Amazing. So now we have a gap analysis, right? It's telling me I'm missing specific skills and industry keywords. It's telling me the categories of what those are, especially when it comes down to, again, specific key roles. It's telling me project experience. While maybe the project that I currently have on, while Jordan's current project does show some kind of initiative, maybe his portfolio needs to shift from AI-powered summaries to defense operations, right? Tells him exactly what hands-on testing needs to do, or highlight how he does hands-on testing, compliance and governance, and of course, network defense. And then it also tells me exactly how Jordan, or tells Jordan, I should say, what would make him a really great and excellent fit. Knowledge perspective, certifications, if he did have any military experience, so on and so forth. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to go out and randomly choose a military experience role. Again, I did this randomly, but it will tell him specifically what he needs to do. Now, we talked about the audio overview. This is it right here, and it will generate an AI podcast almost. It'll be like two people talking and giving you insights on your gap analysis. If you click on the arrow, you can even add specific pointers. Again, you can click on internship fit. You can, hold on. They also had like gap analysis here in a second. Jesus, come on back. Look, gap analysis, interview strategy. So you can actually make it all of what you want. You can do brief, critique, debate, all kind of stuff. And I think they have different languages in here too. So as you know, Google Translate has a lot of languages. So If you wanted it native in your dialect, hopefully they have all, at least most or majority, so that you can kind of do that in your own. Also, if you guys wanted to create your own podcast, with AI driven strategies, you can do that. And, this is how you start your business. So there's a lot of really cool ways and tools and tips and tricks that you can leverage NotebookLM for. So anyway, we have this incredible gap analysis. We're going to come on back to our deck in just a second, but this is how you create your gap analysis. Okay, so is everybody with me? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, once we technically just did the lab together, so we can skip this, but it did give us our generated content. We did go to builtin.com. We did go to NotebookLM, blah, 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 blah. Now, again, you can totally leverage this for any job description. It doesn't just have to be built in. You can totally leverage this for LinkedIn or even the careers website for your dream job as well, or your dream company. I'm doing this for you to know that your path, the space between you and your dream career at your dream company is very small. It just needs you to be intentional. So please, 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 I'm not doing this for you to settle. I want you to know that you can always dream big and get the best because God wants that for you. So please leverage this to do just that. All right. So we already did that. So we're going to skip to phase 2. Are we ready for phase 2? I hope so, because I sure am. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are loving it. Oh my gosh, hi Griselda. I didn't even see that you were back here. Hey, love. Amazing. So the next thing that we have here, how do we leverage Google Sheets and Google Forms to automate how you network? So as you all may have experienced, you might have been somewhere at a really cool event, maybe even a conference, and you had great conversations, but a year later, even a month later, you're like, man, what was that person's name again? Or where do they work? And this and that. Those great conversations go nowhere. And I do not want you to continue to do that. That stops absolutely today. So we're going to leverage Google Sheets and Google Forms to help you with automating your work. But we don't just need those two. We need 2 other tools that's going to help us to do that. And it's going to be with AppScript and with Gemini. So you do not need to be an engineer to create automations to make your work shake, to make your networking spicy, if you will, okay? The way that oh my gosh, hi, Baruch. The way that you can do that is by leveraging AppScript and Gemini to automate all the things, especially when it comes to your lead outreach and things like that. But before we do that, it's super important for you to start in Canva, to start with Calendar, and also to start with Bitly. So before we have a Google form, we do not want you to just create a Google form that is basic and tacky, okay? Because everything we do is what? Excellent. So put hashtag excellent in the chat. So if we're going to make an excellent Google form, we need to make sure that it has all of the things. It needs to have, how do you say, a banner. It needs to have all these different things, blah, blah, blah. And of course, Canva allows you to create banners and all that kind of stuff for absolutely free. So please make sure that you go on there, type in like LinkedIn banner, and it will give you so many different suggestions of what that looks like. And you know what? Let me just show you all, because I'm a third person and I don't like to just talk about stuff if I haven't shown you. So where am I at? Take me to the king. Okay, here we go. Can you all see the screen? G's and P's, blouse and skirt. Bam, here we are, we're back. So I said that to say, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, hold on, wait a second. Okay, now we're back. So when you're in Canva and you want to find a banner, you're just going to put in LinkedIn banner, and it will give you all of these really cool banners that you can use. You can keep it chill like this. You can add yourself if you want here. You want to add like a little quote. Totally up to you. I always say keep it chill, because when you start doing too much, it starts getting too busy and then people are distracted. So keep it chill, keep it simple, keep it cute. Okay. I'm going to give you an example of a quick form that I created. I'm going to share my screen here. So I'll also get to this and I'll show you guys what I did here later on towards the end, but I want you all to know that it's important for you all to be organized. So the handout that you guys received is in this folder here. You should always have like your notes and all that kind of stuff in a folder before you do any kind of project. Of course, this is the NotebookLM, Gemini, and then also this is like Google Forms, Sheets, app scripts, all that kind of stuff. So if you are creating like if you're going to go to multiple conferences, you need to have different forms for different conferences. And I'll show you what that looks like. But again, I just have a folder here that has like, again, code, setting up your Bitly, Google Calendar, all that kind of stuff. I'll share this folder with you all so that you guys have that. But anyway, conference contact capture, or again, capturing, folks that you've met. You should have it organized by conference name and all that kind of stuff, or event. And then when you do, this is just an example of like what I created for like the SHIP conference. So for those of you who don't know, SHIP is coming up. I'll be there. I'm actually part of the planning committee, so I hope to see you guys there too. But moving along strong, this is what it looks like here. So yes, I did something very, very simple. Chanel, power, put my little face here, and then put the logo. Again, we don't want to be basic, right? So we want to make sure that there's some kind of quick but very, very clear messaging as to what this form is for, and all that kind of stuff here. Like, hey, we had a phenomenal time at the conference. No pressure for immediate coffee. Just wanted to have a way to reach out and say thanks. Would love to catch you on LinkedIn. And of course, we want to make sure that the questions are quick. We don't want to have a story, right? We don't want them to feel like we're asking them for their whole life social security card and their blood type. So first name, last name, email, LinkedIn profile, if they're interested in like a virtual coffee chat, something like that, and how did they meet? Like, you know what I mean? Like something that just gives maybe like one sentence or keywords to jog your memory on how you all met. Now, the cool thing is, like I said, is that all responses on the back end are attached to a sheet, a Google sheet. And what you can do is for extensions, this is where you're going to add your, oh, why is it doing this for me? It's saying that it's unable to open my app script right now, but that's fine. This is where you would do your app script when you do yours. Okay, so again, this is how you would curate your automation, leveraging Google Form, and so on and so forth. Now, coming on back to StreamYard, we talk about Google Calendar. So a part of the messaging, so let me take a step back. We want this form to take in people's information. We want for the sheet, the spreadsheet, the Google Sheets, to have app scripts automated to send them as they finish and they complete. App script should be sending them an email saying, hey, thanks so much for connecting. Would love to chat. If you're open to it, here's my calendar, link for us to book a coffee. So in order for us to make sure that the full experience is there, that's why we need to make sure that the form is pretty. We need to make sure that you have your Google Calendar set up. This is super easy and it's free. So I know a lot of people use like Calendly and all these other things, but it costs. You can literally have unlimited amount of calendars for free with Google, and it's directly in your Google Calendar. So I encourage you all to please leverage this tool and do that as well. Okay. The last thing, how are we going to make sure that whenever we are networking, that it is easy for folks to actually get to this form, fill out the form, and do all of the things? We're going to use Bitly, which is free. It is free, and it will help you with generating a QR code for your Google form, so that when you go to these events, you make your screensaver the QR code. So when you go and you meet people, you have great conversation, you tap your phone, it comes on, and you say, hey, let's connect. From there, they scan the QR code directly. You guys are still talking and playing and talking, kiki, ha, ha. And then from there, bam, they have already filled out this form. You now have a working networking list. A lot of people ask me, how do I network effectively? How do I build relationships? You start by being organized. Organize your life. If you organize your life, you can ensure that you are going to be successful. That's just it. That's all that is the case. So when you do that, you will be able to now go back even in time, let's say a month from now, and now you can create another automation to ensure that these the individuals that you met last month, you send another follow-up email. Imagine if you go to a conference, you met so many recruiters, and you just said hey and bye, but now you have an actual tool that can send them updates and emails and about your progress, your recent accomplishments, just for them to stay in the know. That is enough for a recruiter to always keep you top of mind if there are open roles that are coming through. This is how you do that. So I say that to say I did not get to where, well, yes, the favor of God definitely is like 75%, if not 99%. But the other 1% is me putting in the work to make sure that I'm constantly in communication and conversation with my network. So this is super important for you all to be able to be and do these things. Okay. All right. So in the lab, in the document that I gave you all, right? This is the second lab. What you want to do is open Google Forms. You want to create your quick connect form, like I had there: name, email, LinkedIn, role, company, how do we meet? Make sure you have a branded banner. Do not be basic. Hashtag I will not be basic. Okay. Then you want to make sure that you activate your Google Sheet, which I showed you just now. It is there, but um, unless you click view in sheets, it will not activate. So you have to activate the Google Sheets. When you do that, you're going to go to Gemini and say, I am building a Google form for networking at a tech conference. I need a Google app script that triggers an automated personalized email every time a new person submits to the form. And then cue a follow-up email for 5 days later with my Google Calendar link as a coffee chat link. Now, why do I say 5 days afterwards? At a conference, people are exhausted, they're tired, they're not looking at email. But you want to make sure that when they do get back from the conference a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever, that they remember you. So not only do they send an email right then when they sign up or when they submit their information, it will automatically send another email exactly 5 or 7 days later, how much time you want to put here, and it will send them directly more information with your calendar and say, hey, we had a great time at this at the SHIP conference. I would love to grab some virtual coffee, 15, 20 minutes just to learn more about you, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Would love to share more about me. Make it organic. Don't make it feel like you're just out here like trying to be a job parasite, right? That's the difference between people getting the job or being noticed versus like not wanting to, a recruiter not wanting to follow up. People want to know that you care about them. You care about how they're doing. How did the conference go for you? Were you able to visit some really cool places? I visited this really great restaurant. I know you said you love Peruvian food, but have you ever checked out this spot, in San Francisco? Like make it feel like, you know what I mean? Like we really out here together. You know what I mean? You're not alone. We both here together. Okay. Once it generates that script, you can go ahead and copy and paste that script in App Scripts. And then from there, you have the ability to test it. So use Gemini for everything, not just asking it the weather, not just asking it, or, hey, I feel sad because I'm not getting responses. No, make Gemini your actual day one, ace boon coon. Hey, Gemini, I want to apply for this role. How can I do that? Oh, not for a girl, yes. You want to make sure that Gemini is really, really working with you and for you at the same time. Okay, so anyway, that is what I'll say to that. Again, we went through everything here. Canva, Google Calendar. I want you all to go on Google tonight, type in Google Calendar appointments, and it will give you the support article that can walk you through everything. So I'm not going to share everything because I want to empower you all to do some homework tonight. But it is super easy. It is free, and you can have unlimited amount of calendars, different times. You can link your Zoom, Google Meet, whatever. Microsoft Teams is given whatever. You can have whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? It's very much given that. So anyway, it's called Google Calendar Appointments, and y'all stop giving these people your money, okay? If people out here giving it to you for free. Now, moving along very, very strong. We already kind of did our working session, so now we're going to lean into phase 3, which is my absolute favorite part. And so this is Google AI Studio. With Google AI Studio, it's actually, we're going to leverage Gemini, and we are going to leverage a little bit of like a NotebookLM. But again, we want to leverage AI to build and master differently. So what does that mean for you? So for those of you who are technical and you want to build projects, you want them to be what do you say? You want your projects to be great. You want them to be worthwhile. You don't want to just be coding up a note taker, right? You want to code something that or program something that individuals, especially a hiring manager, can look at and be like, oh wow, like this person can like do this kind of work in production. You want to do that kind of great work, sustainable work. You know, you want to show that you have the ability to think about I'm like drawing brain. Oh, performance, scalability, optimization, those kinds of things. So anyway, we're going to lean into that today. So for lab 3, and again, in our workbook, I have all of that laid out for us as well in the workbook. Let me just go ahead and share that real quick too. But in the workbook, from the map the gaps part, when we talked about, hey, what should I build? If I wanted to land this job in 6 to 12 months, what should I build? When we did that recommendation, or when we put that prompt in NotebookLM, it gave us a recommendation. And now you want to ask Gemini, once we get that recommendation, you're going to copy that recommendation, you're going to paste it into Gemini, and you're going to ask Gemini, walk me through how to do this project step by step to get your engineering roadmap. Now, you want to make sure that you also input at the very end of all of this work, give me a prompt to put into Google AI Studio to build this very project. So back then, when it would take you 2 to 3 months to build a project, and then you done gave them your blood, sweat, tears, and your social security number. Now you can be, it's very much given, I'm in Turks and Caicos, you know what I mean? Sipping on a Arnold Palmer, half lemonade, half tea, looking at the water and thinking about the wonderful God that created this, you know what I'm saying, this world. That's what it's given. Google AI Studio is doing that for you, babe, okay? And when we do that, you're going to copy and paste that prompt directly into Google AI Studio. You're going to upload any kind of data that you need. And of course, you're going to test the engine. Again, Google AI Studio literally will build the app for you. And guess what? It connects directly to your GitHub. So baby, it's given continuous environment. It's given, we rebuke the disjointness. You know what I'm saying? It's not disjointed. Y'all, this is the energy we need to be on. This is what will help you not even think about AI replacing you, because now you are out here literally leveraging AI to be the best version of yourself. This is what I mean. So stop thinking from the mindset of limitations. Think from the mindset of abundance. And you can literally ask Gemini, I want to be the best cybersecurity engineer that ever walked the planet. Why can't you be? Why can't you be? Why can't you be featured on Times Magazine for the most breakthroughs and the most innovative patents that you've submitted that has changed the world? Why can't you be? You can. So this is how you do that. Build your roadmap of greatness and leverage AI to help you one step at a time. Now, this is what I want to say though. We are not cheating. We are speeding up the build process. But what I also want you to know is it is so important for you to now go back to your code that is going to produce. And you're going to ask it to give you comments, or you can even, well, the way that I do it, I ask Claude Code or whatever the case may be to comment sometimes, like when I needed to give me, or if I'm asking them specifically, like, hey, I want to create like a rack pipeline. I don't want to make it too technical. I'm not going to do too much. But long story short, if I wanted to ask it to do or to help me with building a specific kind of implementation, I ask it as a thought leader and a thought partner. And then when it gives me some examples of what I can do, I ask it why. So not only is it going to generate code, but you want to ask it why. Why are you generating this code? Why did you choose this architecture? What does this have to do with latency versus performance? What does this have to do with scalability? It's all of these things are super important because again, not you out here building projects that make you seem like you're a senior engineer, but when we ask you even junior engineer questions, you can't answer them. So I want you to see these tools are helping you do things faster so that you can minimize the busy work, the time that you take to do this, which is the busy work, and you can now take that time back to study and master concepts. Concepts, so important. When we talk about mastering concepts, this is the space and this is how you can use AI to do that. Okay, so I want to encourage you all, hashtag mastery. Mastery. Don't just cheat your way through. Use this to make your life easier, but also use it to make your brain sharper. If you have only 2 years of experience, but you communicate like you have 10 years of experience, these people don't care. They will hire you. You know why they put years of experience there? Because they're tired of junior thinking. Junior folks that come in, they want to be handheld, they want to make excuses, they want to da 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 da. No, show that when you come in, you're ready to hit the ground from day one. Day one ready. Your time, your experience won't matter if you can communicate at the level of excellence that they are expecting for you to do so. So this is how you're able to do that. Okay. Now, I want to do a quick demo. I know that we're almost at time, so I'm not going to be long-winded because I know that there are some questions that came in as well. So yeah, I hope y'all understand where, I'm saying, you picking up what I'm putting down. So anyway, moving along, very, very, very strong. Let me come on back to this handbook again that we talked about. And this is lab 1, this is lab 2, owning your network. So everything that you need to do, and with Bitly, Google Calendar, all this is a step-by-step guide. Again, from your gap analysis, how do you build your prototype? So this is just an example. Let me zoom in because I'm like, girl, can we see that? Can you see that? Anywho, hold on. Let me do like this. Thank you, Lord. Like, okay, let's give him Command Plus. Anyway, you want to build your prototype. You're going to take the information that you got from the gap analysis tool. You're going to leverage, again, this prompt to do that. It's going to give you the copy. You're going to do this workflow in Gemini. It's going to give you the prompt that you need as well. How do I do this? How do I accomplish this project? I need you to walk me through everything: tech stack, data structure, help me to go from 0 to 1. And I want to impress whatever the role is that you're going for, this team, blah, blah, blah. When you do that, it's going to take you to the next step. How do you do this in Google AI Studio? Now, this is the prompt that I specifically used for Jason. So I don't even think I even showed y'all his, well, I guess I did. I think I kind of showed you his resume, but he's doing the, the cybersecurity. And I'll show you in these like examples down here, but this is the prompt that I gave Jordan, or I created for Jordan. You can obviously leverage this and kind of take out what you need, put in what you need, so on and so forth. It also will, put in all the steps that you need to take when it comes to building it out, and so on and so forth. Now, this is the overview. This is the overview of what I got. Hold on, this is the gap analysis. This is the overview of what I got when I did the gap analysis for Jordan from NotebookLM. It gave me everything from the executive summary, the technical experience gap analysis, missing words, right? We talked about that, and what the excellent fit is, like what the blueprint of that will be. And then also gave him specific recommendations. Now, when it comes to, sorry, let me scroll back up. Here we are. When it comes to what we want to build from like a project perspective, based on the gap analysis and the actual job description, this is the old one that I did, but just stay with me. It's telling him to pivot his projects to move from one area to be now an excellent fit for generative AI roles. And so it gave us 4 different projects that we can do. One focused on, or one topic, sorry, these are like 4 different, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 3 different projects that we can do across this one topic here. So 3 projects across this one topic. And then the same thing is another topic across 2 projects. And then same thing here, 1 topic across these 2 topics, and so on and so forth. So I believe I chose this one, or is it, I think I chose both of these actually combined. And this is what I got here as the output for the sample instructions. So when I put those 2 into that large prompt and asked it to give me a Google AI Studio prompt, this is what they gave me, or this is what the output was. Showed me how to set up my environment, showed me how to define a structured output as well. This is like the example that they gave me too. And then from there, transitioning to Python code, how do you get your API keys and all that kind of stuff. So there's literally nothing you cannot do if you leverage AI in the way that it's supposed to be, which is it's supposed to be your thought partner, your creative partner, baby, your CTO, your CFO, all the O's, okay? I want you guys to see this. So this is just more like, again, all the steps it's taking. Create, add a README, add requirements tag, create the environment example, so on and so forth. I know I'm almost, I only have 2 more minutes. So I'm trying to work through this at all, but again, yes, girl, look straight out of New York. Anywho, this is what I would encourage you guys, like I said, to lean into and to do. Okay. So moving along, very, very strong. We're gonna come on back here. And let me actually go to Google AI Studio just to give you guys a studio. Is it AI Studio? Yeah, .google.com. All right. Can you guys see this? Let me see some thumbs up or fires in the chat if you guys can see this, if you all can see this. Awesome. Okay, great. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, moving along strong. So there's various spaces in AI Studio that you'll leverage. You can either build directly here in the chat interface. This is where you would upload any of your extra content that you would need. They also have different examples of the apps that you can build down here as well. And you can, if you just wanted something random just to get your blood flowing, you can do that here too. But I want to talk a little bit about Playground. So when we talked about those different instructions, this is where they're asking you to do all that in. This is where you would choose your model. This is where you would put your system instructions and all of the things down here as well. And then I think we even have some, these are the advanced settings here. So again, I'm not going to go through this in depth because I want to empower you to do your own research and to dive into this yourself, become your own masters. For those of you who signed up for the AI agents with Kaggle, a lot of what they're going to be helping you to do is probably going to be in AI Studio. So get familiar and comfortable with it now. You'll notice that there's 2 toggles, models and also agents as well. You can literally leverage, you can build now with agents, which is something that they just launched with Google Cloud Next. They'll probably talk more about at Google I/O. But you could obviously also build your apps with specific models here too. Now, all the things that you you put in, or that what's it called? The prompt that you're going to get from Gemini that's going to tell you how to put it into, or walk you through step by step to put it in AI Studio. It will tell you exactly where and when. This is like obviously the prompt that you'll put in here, but system instructions, temperature, thinking levels, all that kind of stuff will be here. So I'm just going to put a random, give me a app that, let me put in, I'm over here, girl, it's proper English. Give me an app that recommends I don't know, restaurants. Am I spelling this right? I don't know. Of course not. There we go. In my, I don't know, neighborhood, or let's say near me, restaurants near me based upon my current taste profile. I have different tastes for, I don't know, for food, or what's it called? I don't know, say types of food every day, and want to discover new places. And I'm gonna say New York, but of course you can put this, wherever you're at. So I'm gonna press enter. I'm gonna press run. It's gonna think. It's probably gonna ask me some other questions. Blah, 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 blah. It's gonna probably ask me whatever. So you can literally start building just from doing something randomly like this, or we want to do it the excellent way, because right now I'm just trying to get through time because I know I'm over time. But you can look, it's even giving me all of this that I didn't even know what they would do. So as you can see, it is already thinking, it's already building, it's already telling you what to do, how to do all this kind of stuff. You can even ask it, I want to build this in AI Studio. as in a mobile app, something like this, right? And then you can help it to help you do that. Now, again, it probably would have gave me better results if I would have prompted better, right? And we can prompt better using Gemini. So don't be like me, just randomly throwing stuff in here. I'm just trying to show you that it's easy for you to get started today. And as you can see, it's even giving me exactly what to do. Hey, building this in AI Studio is a fantastic idea. AI Studio won't build the interface, blah, 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 but it's the exact tool you want to use, blah, 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 blah. Okay, gives you the code, all the things. Now, if you wanted to do the UX part, which I'll give you like a sprinkle of surprise and delight. Google Stitch, I'm not sure if you guys heard of it, but Google Stitch is a free AI tool that you can leverage. Oh, hold on. Wait, I went somewhere else instead of Stitch. It's a free tool that you can use for UI design. So you can put something in here and you can make it a web app or a regular mobile app. You can leverage whichever, model that you have or use. You could even put in like the design system if you want to import like different brand. Baby, it's given. Listen, the Lord has given us multiple ways not to be broke. Okay? Either you can start your own business, right? Or you can build your own portfolio so that you can make the money you desire and do the work that you love to do. Okay? So master it, leverage AI to make sure that it works for you. And honestly, you could even become a consultant, doing this kind of stuff too. So anyway, that is it. That is all. That is the post for today. The last lab was really just going to be more so around just encouraging you and showing you that it's so easy to move from prompt to product in literally just 15 minutes. Phase 4 was just like having you like learn how you can pitch your idea to peers or to people just by leveraging Gemini, like basically copying your README or whatever the case may be, and asking Gemini to give you a powerful 3 to 4 sentence description that you can always use at any given time. So anyway, that is it. That is all. Before I give you guys back the rest of your day, or if you guys want to hop on and stay on for some questions, again, you can continue to launch your career with us. If you are non-technical, you can totally become a generative AI leader. This is Google's non-technical certification path with Google Cloud. It basically shows you how you can leverage AI for productivity, especially from the standpoint of your business. Either your business or any other business, you can lean in and leverage this as well. So this is probably going to take you to our application for Google Cloud. If you guys want to be a part of Google Cloud, please feel free to apply and all the things. If you're in New York, baby, we outside. So next month, I'm hosting Impact Up with We Are for Good and Good Butter. It's a social impact / social / nonprofit space. So there's going to be executive leaders from across all different spectrums in the room. So they're obviously probably going to be hiring, but also just looking for really good people that they can just connect with. So I encourage you to join us. Forbes Under 30 will be there too. So the listers that were under social impact for Forbes Under 30 2026 will be in the room. So we're super excited about that. Tech Week. We have 2 events happening for Tech Week. And let me actually share, because how about let's start there, Chanel. Let's start there. If you're in the New York area, or if you have somebody else in the New York area, we encourage you to let the people know we outside. Okay, so we have one event happening with Google Cloud and some other people. It's called Code for Climate, Build with AI, # New York City Tech Week. If you go to bit.ly/MMC-hacks, you all can join us with Google Cloud, thinking about thinking. And everyone is welcome, but this is definitely for our CUNY folks, students, alumni, or allies. We just want to highlight the incredible talent that is in CUNY that sometimes gets overlooked and under-leveraged. So if you are in the New York City area or neighboring areas, please pull up, tell a friend to tell a friend. I would love for you all to please go on our LinkedIn and reshare this post. I think it may be pinned, but let me not tell you a story again. Let me make sure I'm telling y'all the truth. But having you all support and share in that way would be absolutely amazing. Let me actually pin it, because I think I had some. Oh, look, I don't know, but I'll copy this link and then just drop it in the chat. But if you can support us in that way. Just go comment, reshare, tag some people that you know that might be in New York. We love to have you. It's going to be a full day event. We already have like some really cool, 30 people, but which is amazing. So again, we're going to be building some really great projects. We're going to be fueling you all as well. Some more Forbes 30 under 30 disruptors are going to be coming, and we have incredible tech professionals that are going to be coming as mentors as well. You have the ability to choose from your track, and of course, we have details about the schedule here. So please feel free to check that out. Also, we have board games and chill. So this one is for the introverts, the people who just want to just kind of commune, but in a really climactic way. We invite you, come one and come all. We are hosting board games and chills, so we'll have a whole bunch of things like Uno, Taboo, Dominoes, Sorry, all the nostalgic games that we used to play back in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. Maybe I'm telling my age, but anyway, listen, God can do great things like he did with Joshua, okay? But anyway, moving along very, very strong. We invite you guys to come and join us at Pier 57, some really good communion time, just community, all the things. So encouraging you all to be a part of that. And lastly, of course, Google Cloud. We want to encourage you all to sign up if you are, interested in that as well. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and of course, connect with me on LinkedIn. So for those of you who may have some questions, I think Griselda was starring them. I'm not sure, but if you have questions, feel free to drop them here. If not, I encourage you all to enjoy the rest of your day. I think I'm going to stay on for maybe like another 10-ish minutes to knock out some questions. And yeah. Yes. If you go to my link tree, I think I dropped it in the chat. Let me go. Let me go to the slide that had the workbook. Yeah. If you go here, scan here, it will take you to Linktree. You'll see at the top it says Workshop Wednesdays. That is the document. That is the document. So y'all, as you are in the scholarship program with Grow with Google, use this to your advantage. Use this to help you study. Use this to help you help your peers. I want you guys to be the best, the very, very best. And the more you know, the more that you're able to do better. Okay. Yeah, hold on a second. Ciao. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Please, if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I'm gonna take a moment. Child, I think my coffee got delivered, but I was over here talking and playing. Maybe I was talking and playing. Child. Anywho, give me a second. And I don't even know if the man knows. How you just gonna just deliver stuff you ain't gonna have? Lord, take me to the king. Anyway, all right, y'all. Magnolia got this. For those of you who are in the New York area or just know about Magnolia Bakery, Magnolia Bakery is a big thing here in New York. But anyway, they just came out with something like a latte, a peanut butter something latte, and y'all, I love. Lord God, the man, I spilled my good latte. Lord mercy, Chanel, mercy. Anyway, mercy was one of the topics in our Bible devotion. So the Lord is speaking to me. But anyway, y'all, they had this chocolate peanut butter latte, and I said, Lord, now you know, chocolate and me and peanut butter go bad. We go together real bad. So anyway, honey had to save the latte, but by God's grace, honey, it's been saved. Honey, it's been captured and raptured. Let me be for real. Stop playing, Chanel. Stop playing. All right. Don't y'all when you get a latte and you add a little flavor, don't y'all despise when they don't mix it up? Why is the flavor just sitting at the bottom? You know what I mean? It's given. They want to be joyful. They want to be in communion with each other. Anyway, stay focused. Stay focused. All right, I'm looking through the comments. Dun, dun. Oh, yes. There was an attendance sheet. My bad. There is an attendance sheet for today's workshop. And I forgot. Bright, if you on the line, where the attendance sheet at? I know I've seen it. I just don't know where it's at. So I need y'all to go into the GWG community channel and ask for the attendance sheet. I know I saw it, but I don't know where it's at. Hold on. Attendance. I'm gonna do a nice little search route. Is this it? Lord God, is this it? No, I don't see it. Lord, is this it? Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay, hold on, y'all. Yes. So please, before you leave, so that we know that you are here. Honestly, I think also you guys have to like or react some kind of way to this video. So please give it a thumbs up. I think that's another way that we measure um growth. I shouldn't say growth, but measure your attendance. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link in the community channel. Hold on. At channel. And it should have the Workshop Wednesday form there. So just make sure that you thumbs up. I hope everybody did make a comment or something like that in here. And obviously your leads will track all of that. Either leads or our team will get all of the information from the data on the back end for AI Studio. I'm sorry, Google Studio. For those of you who are looking for the registration link, oh yeah, that's the attendance sheet. I did not create a registration link for this because I don't know. I just like let the people just come. Let the people just come. Question. Yes, this is this session. Okay, technically it's live and it's recorded now. I think I may unlist it, so it's not going to be publicly on our YouTube channel because this is content that I actually charge for when I go to conferences and speak, or like when I speak at campuses and things like that. So I probably won't have this just out here all willy-nilly, but you should be able to access it at least for the next 7 days. Yeah, cool. So I did drop the link in the actual chat of the Grow with Google community chat. All right, bye, Hector. Oh, well, he probably gone by now. I don't know if you're talking or playing. Amazing. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Okay, yeah, this is the link right on the screen. So you have to scan the QR code. Scan the QR code and it will take you to that. Hector, not you not knowing about Magnolia. We gotta get into it. Magnolia, what? Okay, you gotta send us some pictures because baby is giving Blay International now, and I know that's right. Okay, we want everybody to go international. I want y'all to be international. Moving along, very strong. Exactly. See, Hector understands my love. He understands my pain. Okay, yeah, this is the link right here, the QR code. So just scan the QR code on the screen. It will take you to the handbook. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are my kind of people, okay? I can't wait to meet y'all in person. It's given we want to do a multiple city tour. We want to go to Austin in Texas. We want to go to San Francisco, and we definitely want to go to the Midwest, either Chicago or what. But I definitely want to also make my way to Nigeria and Ghana. So we got to do a meetup. We got to go to the UK too. So I'm not leaving anybody out. It's given we got to go to all the major cities. Okay. Yes, Linktree is here. Oh, that's so amazing. I'm not even in the US right now. This was a suggestion from your YouTube, but I stayed because of your personality. That's amazing. Thank you. Shout out to you, Enrique. Amazing. I'm so glad you guys had a really great time. Oh my gosh. Hello, darling. I had such a great time meeting you in Houston. Amazing. I'm glad that you all were able to get the handbook. All right. I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't miss anyone's questions. I'm so glad you guys had a great time. Thank you all so. Oh, how do we sign the attendance? Okay. Can somebody please answer this question for Lauren in the chat? How are we signing the attendance? All these New York talk, man. I wish I Wait, Raza, where are you at? Where are you from? Where are you at? Where are you based? Tell the people. Okay. It's given, listen, it's given we may have to have a travel group. Yes, I think the Lord is speaking travel group. But you know what? You know what I'm saying? We got to pray for the world. We're praying for everybody. But anywho, Chi-Town, yes, we definitely pulling up to Chi-Town. More like continent. Y'all are hilarious. Come to Michigan. Honestly, I definitely want to spend the block on Michigan. I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing some really good spots in Michigan. I'm gonna have to spin the block on y'all. They said World Tour. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Listen, the people you guys will know. I was supposed to be going to Ghana next month, or is it next month in June? But you know what I mean. Things be happening, work be happening. But anyway, moving along strong. Okay, if you're unable to download the handbook, please ping me in the Slack. Same level of love the session. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys had a great time. Okay. So if you're not in the Grow with Google, I'm not trying to say in the Grow with Google program, don't worry about that. This is probably just a session for you to just enjoy us and company. But if you are, it's in the GWG Community SP26 channel. That's a lot of words I just said. Moving along strong. Yes, Slack does have the link tree. Shout out to you. And shout out to y'all who have been finishing your content. I saw some folks that already finished in business intelligence. Again, y'all, we need some support on the back end. So if you finished, invitation, come on over and support the people. Okay, support the people, support us, support the community. It's giving kumbaya. Okay, yeah, thank you. Y'all are so awesome. I'm so excited, so grateful. I love y'all. I believe you all were sent to Meant to Be Collective for a reason, and I take this and your lives very seriously. I want to see you all be the best version of you, the version that God created you to be, and accomplishing all of the things that you want to accomplish. In Jesus' name. All right. Yeah, the handbook. I need you guys to just go to the link tree. Go to the link tree, please. Okay, please. If you do that, because come on, y'all. I've been giving out all the things. Moving along strong. Okay, thank you, Chanel. Okay, yeah, that's basically it. All right. We can continue all of this amazing energy in the community channel, community-networking in Slack. If you're not a part of our Slack, I will definitely drop the link here. Take me to the king. Y'all out here, yes. Thank you for sharing the Linktree link in the people's channel. Let me send y'all the invitation. So if you are not in our Slack, we invite you obviously to join us. I will copy this link and drop it in the YouTube here. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Should not be so for real. Anyway, bye everyone. Enjoy. Have a great rest of the day. This is the link if you want to join us on Slack. We will see you next week, Wednesday. Probably a different time, but we will have another workshop for you Wednesday. We're going to be focusing on machine learning. So if you want to learn more about how you can learn how to create a machine learning algorithm or how to leverage them, we encourage you all to come on back. We're going to be partnering with Girls Who ML. Okay, so until next time, bye everyone.
Think I've been here before. I know that I must have met you in a past life. Got my heart on the floor. Go slow. Keep me falling for you all night. Tell me now.